All right, today I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes as we create an ad for one of our clients, Be a Good Person. They're a clothing brand out of Denver, Colorado. Now here's the cool part. We run our entire operations from Minnesota, but we work with businesses all across the country. Now, I'm going to walk you through our complete process using a single ad project so you can see exactly how we turn raw footage into content that converts. The softwares we usually use for this type of stuff is we utilize Google Drive, Slack, and Notion. Those are our three biggest tools that we use every single day. A key point with Google Drive is if you're a creative agency, utilize the personal side of Google Drive because you're able to get more storage over 6 terabytes. On the business side, they limit you to 6 terabytes and they want to charge you a terabyte per user, whatever. It's a waste of money. So just stay on the personal side and you're able to scale up your terabytes way cheaper price. We got 30 terabytes. That's probably more than enough that we'll ever need. If we need more, we can get more. I think it goes up to like 60 terabytes or something like that. For the backstory of this shoot, this is a reshoot. This is a Black Friday sale that they're doing. They're doing an early Black Friday sale. We have ads that we need to put out. We already have a lot of ads that's already up there. This was basically utilizing video ads as one top of funnel ad and then utilizing retargeting as well from those videos. But this one, we already got all the other video assets going. This was mainly for a retargeting ad. So the backstory on the retargeting ad, we ended up reshooting this because Juice had the mic unplugged in his pocket the whole entire time.
She could save big with your favorite hoodies,
I won't put the full blame on Juice because I was supposed to have headphones in. I was not locked in. I don't know why I wasn't locked in. I guess it was pretty cold that day and I just completely forgot about putting in headphones and actually listening to the audio. So probably only got one good ad from that day. Everything else literally was just hearing the ruffles in Juice's pockets. If anybody knows Juice is a in-game host for the Minnesota Twins in the Minnesota Wild, and you would have thought that he would have known to plug in the mic, but I'm not gonna put the blame on him. I'm gonna put the blame on me.
Make some noise!
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is open up Notion. This is our customized Notion page, pretty much workspace that we paid for in our program that we took. Basically, literally has everything that you can imagine. But this is where we do all of our operations. We have all of our clients. And yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Be a Good Person. We're gonna open. And then we're gonna go to right here, new page, and we're gonna open this up. This is a Be a Good Person Black Friday ad. All right, editor, we're gonna have Jay Cuts do it. Edit date. Edit date just means on when we think that he should start the video editing. Ultimately, he could start whenever he wants, as long as it's due by the due date. We're gonna have this due we'll give it some time. So Wednesday the 12th, gives him a day in advance. We're gonna go back to Google Drive. We're gonna copy this link right here, go back to Notion. Then we're gonna copy and paste it here. When I assign projects, I will put this right here section. I'll put my Loom video in here. But since I'm recording the Loom video right here, I'm just gonna record as if I'm recording the Loom video for Jeremiah. And then I'll put all of my instructions inside the Loom video. Now, the reason why I like to do Loom rather than typing out all of my instructions, one, time. Two, it's just way easier for me to get my point across and for them to understand me. It's hard to really understand someone when they're just typing notes and instructions. So better to record a Loom video at the end of the day. All right, so Jay, I want you to, so I recorded this retargeting ad. This is a Black Friday ad for Be a Good Person. It's gonna be used as a retargeting ad. So what I'm envisioning for this, I shot this wide on purpose. All right, so I want you to utilize all this space around him, right? You can probably have money coming out the sky, arrow is pointing, or big sale, or animations of something like 40% off or whatever, or the biggest sale of the year, whatever the case may be. Those are just examples. As always, I'm gonna let you be as creative as you want to be, but yeah, just be as creative as you want to be. I don't really have any limits. Just the only thing I ask is don't zoom in or do anything. I shot it wide for a reason. That's just for the simple fact that I want them to play off of him coming out behind the tree, and then you utilizing all this area, this space around him. Now, if you have any suggestions or anything that you think that will be better, go ahead and do it. If I like it, good. If I don't, I'll let you know. That is the Loom video. I just assigned this to Jeremiah. You guys saw the entire process, and now I'm going to let Jeremiah take it away for the edit.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Jeremiah, aka J-Cuts Video. I am the lead editor at One Goal Media. I'm full-time here, and so far this has been one crazy journey. I've been here like 3 years now, 2 years, I think 2 years, yeah. I can't wait to see where it goes, but really enough about me. It's time to get to work. Alan just assigned something, so we need to hop into Notion and see what it is. So it's an ad for Be a Good Person, and it's ready to edit, as you can see. It's also due tomorrow, so we're about to lock in. Here's the Loom link for where Alan drops the instructions. This is gonna be the important file that we're actually gonna use. All right, I'm gonna go watch this Loom. 87% space used on my drive. All right, well anyway, let's download and wait. All right, done. Let's unzip and drag this into my video folder. Now I can trash these files. Anyways, here's the files on my SSD now. Now since I have DaVinci open, I can just drag them into the video folder. I'll choose not to change the frame rate, we're good. And a quick tip, make sure this is either set to by clip name or by date created. And I got ahead of myself and didn't show you how I set this up, so here you go. In my One Goal SSD, I have a client folder I go to. Then I click on the client that I'm editing for. Then in the project folder, I make a new project. Within that folder, I make all of these folders that hold the content of the shoot. Then I clean up by name, then simply save the DaVinci project to the file I made for projects. We can do 1080p, it's just for Instagram, so we'll do vertical too. We can go ahead and put the frame rate at 30, that's fine, even though it's shot in 24 probably. The rest of the settings are good to go. By the way, this button is really good if you're editing vertical video. As you can see, it kind of full screens it. Power bins are literally a game changer for setting up your projects. I have a templates folder here and then each kind of video I do. Today is a promo reel, so we'll select that and drag it into the normal bins window. Now all my folders are set up. All right, now with all of that stuff out of the way, it's time to cook up the edit. But honestly, I don't have time to walk you through like a live edit demonstration right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go make the edit and I'll come back to you. And we are done. This timeline is a living disaster, guys. Now, when there's more time on my hands, I do make sure that everything's labeled, colored, organized per track, everything like that. That's why, in my opinion though, setting up the project and having it pretty much perfect from the get-go by using the power bins and getting the timeline right, stuff like that is really important. That way you don't have to worry about that stuff when your timeline does get a little bit messy. All right, so at this point, we're good. We're just gonna go ahead and upload it to Google Drive. Now, just because that I say we're good doesn't mean we're necessarily good. There could be a round or two of revisions. If so, I'll come back to you and see what all those are. Okay, so he just sent a revision, but it's something really simple, so I'm not even gonna show it really, but he just wants me to move the text up a little bit, the subtitles, so I'm not gonna pretend like that's worth going through and showing you all that, but I think you liked it other than that, so after that's done, we might actually be good, so not bad. All right, so here's where he asked for that revision, remember, right here, and this is my revised link, so I'm gonna go ahead and send him a new link, that way he has the updated link in Drive, so that's it. Pretty simple. You can't always get everything perfect right off the bat. A lot of times though, we do get away with no revision. And when we do, that's great, because then that means we can just shoot to the next project. But you can't expect that all the time. I guess if you're like a legend, then you probably can. We have certain brand standards that we got to stick to, stuff like that. So I mean, if your company's gonna be like that, you're gonna either have to expect to send a lot of revisions or to do a lot of revisions, depending on what position you're in. So here's how I did it. I did clean up the timeline a little bit from what I had showed you guys before, because I did go ahead and like color code everything so it'd be easier for you to look at. All right, so first of all, this track right here is just the bass track. Nothing was really done to it. Video didn't need color graded because I mean, it was just fine as is. Any of these yellow tracks that you see here are gonna be anything that was added in like an asset, as you see the big sail logo right there. And then above that, you'll see right here, this is the track that is masked. So I masked him out, and it's not a very clean mask because it didn't need to be. If I go ahead and disable this track right here, you'll see that's what it is. These down here are gonna be our sound effects, like the teal colored clips. And then we've got music right here. We're at negative 24 decibels. So it's, you know, enough to hear because it's kind of a higher paced energy ad, but it's also low enough to where it's not really competing with his voice too much. Oh, also there is a subtitle track up here. Very simple subtitles. Okay. Just really simple. The Dharma Gothic extra bold font, you know, nothing really done to it. All right, so it basically just starts with a little vine boom sound effect because there's actually a meme that this guy named Scarce would come out from behind a tree.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Scarce here.
And that's what happened here. Now, if Alan knows about this meme or anything like that, I have no idea. But I didn't really want to put that meme in because it would have made it a little bit too memey for this commercial. I was just like, okay, you know, fine boom. That adds something, right? So
Okay.
he starts talking, the subtitles pop up, and then we've got the big sale that pops up right here. Since he is masked, it comes out from behind him. If you play it in full speed, it doesn't look too bad.
So y'all gonna act like we not having.
I would have added a fade if I would have done anything different. But so that pops up. Then we just got a quick transition to this guy holding, you guessed it, nothing. All it was one of my shake transitions. I'll actually show you which one it was. This one here. I just took it right here, also right here. It just kind of gives like a little whip. Nothing too fancy really.
And you still ain't got nothing yet?
Okay, so then I added that little huh sound just to break it up because, you know, that energy had kind of went up to that point of you ain't got nothing yet, and so I just wanted to add in like a huh, like questioning why you haven't got anything.
We got our
Black Friday, that's pretty self-explanatory. Again, that was just an asset that I dropped at the top, masked out the background, and let the boxes drop in.
Black Friday sale happening right now.
These texts here are actually Text Plus nodes. These are not just random like subtitle pieces or anything. So Fusion tab over here, and that's where you'll see I added a glow, just a simple glow node. It was nothing intense or anything like that. And we just used red because, you know, right now it grabs your attention. And I added sound effects below that as well, because again, I wanted to emphasize the fact right now.
Happening right now with
We got the word deals, same exact thing, text plus node, glow, except green. And we have this like little check mark sound effect because, you know, deals are usually a good thing. It's done, deals are happening, things are moving. So
easiest deals,
deals, craziest fashion. I honestly couldn't think of a sound effect for that. I don't know. What I decided to do at least was it said craziest fashion, so I just thought multicolor. If we go look at the Fusion page here, we'll see that we've got a background node here, and this is the actual text node itself. On the background node, I just did like a gradient, right? And then I connect the background node to the media out. I'm still pretty new to Resolve, by the way. Like, I have hardly messed around in the Fusion tab, so if there's better ways to do things, I'm all ears. Shoot the comments down below. We're talking be a good person.
We talking be a good.
So self-explanatory, add the logo, little whip in. I just used a push transition with some motion blur. And this is a stock transition, and it's actually pretty useful. Add that to your favorites if you haven't already. Now here, the most basic concept, so some text just pops up, right? I want to make it engaging and kind of capture their attention a little bit. So I just added some little clicks, make it a little bit tactical.
The most basic concept. Man, don't leave that stuff in your cart.
So this pops up when we start talking about just check out, don't leave the stuff in your cart.
Go ahead and check out, because when the sale over, it's over.
One thing that I should explain, and I haven't already, is that all these assets, pretty much all of them, at least 80% or better, were actually downloaded from Envato Elements. They are a really good place to get a lot of assets though, as you can tell, like this asset here, this asset here, the one at the beginning with the big sale. So anyways, this one is one of those, you know, put it over the video, the asset, game over, because he said,
when the sale over, it's over.
So you might have noticed the sound is different here when he says game over. That's because I added something to that. It is the Soundly Place It. Yeah, Soundly Place It plugin. Basically a really cool plugin that can do all kinds of stuff. I won't drop into that too much for this video, but I'll quickly show you just because I think it's like really underrated. Your options are right here. You've got the speakers, you've got space, and you've got wall. And then there's all these presets right here. For this one right here, this clip that I just showed you, all I did was pick the walkie-talkie one. Now right here when he says deals again, this is gonna be just the same exact procedure as the other one, no different.
Best deals.
And then right here, best clothes, this is going to be actually a picture of their clothes. That is just one of the pictures that I had left over from a different assignment. Hit that checkout. Now, so here we have a checkout asset again. This one's different, same thing from Envato. Just download it, license it, and you'll see how this kind of ends. The checkout just stays there.
Hit that checkout, like right now. Like, don't look at me no more. Just hit it right now.
All right, so there you go. All right, so that's basically the breakdown of this entire timeline. Again, like Alan said, nothing that advanced really. It was just kind of a basic edit. But so I did do some things that I'm not super familiar with in DaVinci because I'm relatively new with the software. Anyways, I did do some masking, as I showed you guys already on that orange mask track. I used magic mask within the color page though, because for some reason, to me, it's easier. It seems to track objects and subjects a lot better. I've heard mixed opinions on that before, but to me, it just leaves a bunch of stuff in that it shouldn't. Anyways, that's it for the breakdown. I kind of rambled a bit, but that just kind of shows you some of the things that I'm learning, some of the things that maybe you were learning, or things that you've known for a long time. Drop suggestions. I'm always open to all that. But anyways, guys, that's it for the breakdown. If you enjoyed the editing portion of this video, you already know what to do. Drop a comment, smash like, subscribe. It helps him out a lot. Who knows, maybe you guys are curious about the editing side of things a little bit more. If you are, drop a comment. I'm sure he'll read it and respond. Anyways, that's enough for me. I'll see you guys whenever.
All right, as you guys saw, that's exactly how it worked. That's how easy the process is. Obviously, this was one of the easier projects that we had on our to-do list. But I just wanted to show you guys the entire process and how we get stuff done, how we assign projects. If you're in the creative field, one thing I'll say is when you get to that point where you have a bunch of projects that you can't handle and you're the video editor, just get rid of it, right? Just go hire someone to edit your videos because you'll be able to take on a whole bunch of more projects, which will allow you to make a whole bunch of more revenue. Utilize your resources. Don't try to hold in everything or just because you want to keep all your revenue. I get it, but you'll be able to scale a whole lot faster with a team than you trying to do everything yourself. That's all I got for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I want to create more videos, and the only way I can create more videos is if you guys keep supporting the channel. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.
Okay, so y'all gonna act like we not having the biggest sale of the year and you still ain't got nothing yet? Huh? Listen, we got our Black Friday sale happening right now with the craziest deals for the craziest fashion. We talking be a good person. We talking the most basic concept. Stop playing. Don't leave that stuff in your cart. Go ahead and check out, because when the sale over, it's over. Best deals, best clothes, be a good person. Hit that checkout, like right now. Like, don't look at me no more. Just hit it right now. Like right now. Right now.